Good morning, students. Welcome to Economics for Class 12, Indian Economic Development, Chapter 4, Strategy for Industrial Growth. Students, this is the fifth part that I am going to discuss. In prior parts, we have discussed major topics and now this is the last part. So, moving ahead in the industrial growth, the thing that we need to understand is now that what were the salient features for this industrial growth or the strategy for the industrial growth. The very first thing was that private enterprises were to play only secondary role and public enterprises were to play major role. Here students, if you recall it, that public sector was the major role playing in this country at that time. They had to intervene in the role of the industries so as to take command because of taking care of the social welfare. There were near about 17 industries that were taken care by public sector and near about 12 industries that were given hold to the private enterprises. So here it becomes clear that public sector was having the major role and private enterprises were to play only secondary role. Other than that, if you see, I have written a strict permit license Raj. Without the permission, without the license for the registration of the products or the industries, private entrepreneurs cannot do business or cannot establish any kind of industries. Other than that, if they had to implement or they had to introduce any kind of new product in their industry, for that also they had to take permit or they had to get the license. So that is why for private industries or you can say for private sector, this permit license Raj was applicable. Now moving ahead, the third salient feature is it focused on import substitution. Children, import substitution supports our domestic industry. Import substitution says that those products that we are getting imported from other countries have to be stopped and manufactured in our country. So that replacement increases the domestic industry and increases the growth of our country. So it was more focused on the import substitution. With the import substitution stoppage, it was protect domestic industry from foreign competition also. When we stop this import products from our different countries, automatically foreign competition of different products would be less and it would be in favor of our country. So how it was done? It was done by the heavy duty on imports. We cannot stop whole of the imports, but yes, by imposing the different kind of heavy duties on different products, the leverage could be less and the movable things can be less. Other than that, fixation of import quotas, not large amount of any amount of products can come into our country. It was fixed quotas and under which products could be imported. Now, other than that, large scale was developed with a view of infrastructure based large scale industries. Students, large scale industries were only restricted for the infrastructural base, like for example it was Tata and Steel. Other than that, jute industry, cotton industry, defense equipments, and so all those for the communication, for transportation. Of course, these heavy industries were taken care by public sector, or you can say they were allowed for private sector also because it used to provide us infrastructure base. Other than that, important feature was small scale industries were established to promote equality and employment. Where large scale industries were only for the infrastructural base, more emphasis was being placed for the small scale industries as they were placed in the nearby rural areas so as to promote employment and every kind of people could be involved in that and social equality should develop. So these were the features or you can say the important things that were being into consideration for the strategy of industrial growth during that period. I hope you must have understood. Now moving ahead, there are few of the things, if I say that generally every aspect has a good and a bad too. So looking to the good effects, the very first point is economic growth got a big push. Industrial output got a significant rise. There was a 6% increase at that time. They say that yes, with these salient features, there was a big push to the industrial growth as each and every sector was focused, or you can say government was focused to improvise these things. So we got a significant rise and 6% was a magnificent thing for them. Other than that, there was a marked diversification. See, there was a marked diversification. They say that in different sectors, in different fields, industries were blooming. Alright. Then sunrise industry, basically the electronic industry came into existence at that time. All those industries related to electronic item, they were blooming at that period. So they marked its emergence. Understood? Other thing was that, next point, growth of large scale industries with the support of the government like Rourkela and Bhilai steel industries, which play today also a major role in our country for the steel products. Other than that, growth of small scale industries marked substantial rise in employment and social justice. Time to time, giving support to the small scale industries, giving support to the rural areas, employment was generated, more money was created by the people, they were given more opportunities to work. With that, economic growth had to rise. Now students, where there is positive side of something, there had to be some negative aspects also. Now moving on to the bad effects of this strategy of industrial growth which the government framed, and we learned so many of the salient features. The very first negative impact was that public sector monopolies gradually turn out to be the dead social weight. See, corruption, leakage, inefficiency, they all became significant feature, because if anything becomes the monopoly of anything, it starts the system of exploiting the other things. Public sector, where the people were working under the government, they had their own wish and they became the slave of all these things. So gradually public sector monopolies, they are called as now, or at that time, dead social weight, because the motto of the social welfare was not being able to fulfill at that moment. Understood? Moving ahead, inefficient use of natural resources and wastage was there. When one is not able to fulfill the things, so much of corruption, so much of leakage, so much of inefficiency when these occur, automatically all these things includes the wastage of resources, also wastage of time, also wastage of money also. Other than that, important thing, protection of domestic industry failed to achieve international standard of quality of products. We decided to stop, or you can say we switched on to the import substitution. We started to support our domestic industry, but here we failed to mark a significant, or you can say the competition there was with the external market or international market. There we failed to maintain the quality of the product. Similar thing was that monopoly market was there where they did not want to, and if high quality was being set, high charges would be expected. So they failed to achieve international standard of quality of product which prior people used to exit. Other than that, saving foreign exchange through import substitution. We saved lot of money through import substitution, but if foreign exchange will not be there, then our reserves will be insufficient to meet any kind of crisis. So it happens that there was a shrinkage of foreign currency. So we saw that when there are good effects, there are bad effects also, and automatically when bad effects are there, another revolution had to take place, and that was new economic policy that you will learn later. So students, with this we have completed this chapter. Now we'll move on to the next chapter in the next class. Till then, please note down these notes and clarify your doubts. Thank you.